The First Days of School: How to Be an Effective Teacher, a book by Harry Wong and Rosemary Wong, a presentation by Brittany Trexler. What it is. This is a book written by Harry and Rosemary Wong, and it covers basic understandings of what it is to be a successful teacher. Included with the book is a DVD entitled Using the First Days of School. This DVD follows the story of a teacher in Alabama who, through the use of this book, drastically changed her classroom management to become a more successful teacher. Where to buy. I bought this book off of Amazon for around $19 plus shipping, but it's also available at Barnes & Noble and other online sources, depending on the conditions, shipping price, and if you rent or buy. It's only $20 and it's a wonderful resource. What it is used for. This book is a resource intended to assist teachers in their efforts to create an effective learning environment for students from the very second that they walk into the classroom. The First Days of School gives teachers the tools they need to set the stage for a successful year. This book seeks to empower teachers with the knowledge they need to produce results and affect change in their students. Harry Wong says, "Some people go into teaching because it is a job. Some people go into teaching to make a difference." This book is intended for teachers that truly want to make a difference in their students' lives. And the first way to make a difference is to have a classroom that has set expectations for students. How it is used. The book should probably be used in conjunction with the DVD in order to produce the most effective results. The teacher needs to read this book before the school year starts because the tactics have to be implemented from the very first day of school. After reading, the teacher should follow the guidelines to implement student expectations and procedures. The teacher has to be proactive and make decisions on how he or she wants the classroom to be run. Steps to use. Buy the book, read the book, go back through the book, and highlight and underline steps that you want to take into your own classroom. Then, after you know what you want, you have to actually implement the strategies and tactics that you have selected and stick with them. Then, as necessary, refer back to the book during the school year whenever you want to tweak things that need to be fixed, or even just to refresh yourself on the material. Why I chose this book. I have heard a lot about Harry Wong and his wisdom, but I've yet to actually obtain some of his work. So I took this opportunity to finally read about what he has to say, and his writing certainly lived up to the high expectations. This book has been presented to me in the past as a lifesaver for teachers, and so I was very curious to see what it was actually all about. Preparing a classroom takes a hefty amount of work, and I want to learn as much as I can before I get to that stage. This book has valuable information in it that will help me to successfully start off my school year with a classroom that actually runs. I know that I become very overwhelmed in new situations, but this book has already helped alleviate some of my worries and stress by giving me a plan that I can actually implement. That way, I can go into the school year confident as a teacher. This book was interesting because it presented so many ideas on classroom preparation that I had never considered before. It really opened my eyes to all the different things that go into running an effective classroom. And it's easy to read, and it's set up in the order that you should do things, and presents items with multiple examples and graphics to aid understanding. There's also real teacher testimonies, and that increased the credibility of the book, as well as affirmation of things that worked and also things that didn't work. There is literally information on every single subject you could want in terms of classroom management, from rules and procedures to assessment, teacher leadership, teacher professional development, and much more. How this book can be used to support one of the many roles as a teacher. This book first begins by addressing the role of a successful teacher and what that entails, and the rest of the book is about characteristics of an effective teacher. These include having positive expectations for your students, being an extremely good classroom manager, knowing how to design lessons to help students achieve, and growing to become a professional educator. I wholeheartedly support this book and encourage you to go out and purchase it for your own classroom use. Thanks for listening.